Hello, my people. Welcome to the Gray Area Podcast, where we talk about situations and things that are rarely even talked about. And for whatever reason, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Y'all know what's up. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Day in the 242. Now we're gonna be doing stuff a little different tonight. Tonight is basically well, you guys chose the discussion for tonight, and like I said, as y'all can see, do you believe in horoscopes? So it's going to be a little fun rather than, like that seriousness of whereas we go into topics and situations, you know what I mean? So y'all, if y'all here, shout out to my people that are tuning in on YouTube and Facebook, and for those of you that actually watch the podcast after it has been aired. So, what's up? What's up? Welcome 242 and welcome everybody else. Welcome to the gray area. If you're here now and you're watching the feed, just hit that share button, share, invite a friend, tell a friend, and let's talk about it. Do you believe in horoscopes? Well. I might as well should have put the title, Do You Believe in Scorpios? But that's a story for a different day. So, a lot of people don't know what a horoscope, what is the definition of horoscopes? Now, horoscopes basically deals with astrology and all that reading of the stars, like people would say. Do you believe in it? Do you? A lot of people live their life, you know, basically by horoscopes, signs, so to speak, and all these stuff and so forth and so forth. So, welcome. You're showing off your little Leo sign. All right, I see you. So, y'all, welcome to the gray area. Whereas we talk about situations and things that are rarely talked about for whatever reason. It's that simple. As I said earlier, this podcast is going to be a little different tonight. It's not gonna be like serious as the other topics. This just so we can have transparency. So I allow people, to basically decide what they wanted to talk about tonight, and I'm gonna give you my opinion on what I think about horoscopes because it's just my opinion, and then I'm gonna give you your. I'm gonna allow you guys to basically say how you feel about horoscopes and so forth. And a lot of people that are Christians follow the page as well. So we're gonna dive into horoscopes on a quote unquote Christian point of view. So welcome. And if you're here, don't be afraid to hit that share button. If you're on YouTube, share it as well. Just hit that share button, copy the link, post it to your friend, post it to WhatsApp, just send it out. So good night, everybody. Hello, March. What's poppin', Mr. Bo? Horoscopes. Now, a lot of people they know what they basically know the idea of horoscopes, but a lot of people don't know the meaning. Horoscope is basically a noun. It deals with astrology. Now, it talks about a forecast of a person's future, typically including uh, delineation of character and circumstances based on the relative positions of the stars and planets at the person's birth. Another meaning is a short forecast for people born under a particular sign, especially if published in a newspaper or magazine. Another definition is a birth chart. Okay. Chart. I just want to know while I'm here, before I give my point of view, what do you guys think about horoscopes? Do you believe in horoscopes? Do you guys live your life according to horoscopes? Do you guys follow the horoscopes? If you read a horoscope, basically, what should I say? Horoscopes give you like a prediction. Do you believe in the prediction that the horoscopes give? As you all know, like I said in the definition, it's basically a forecast of a person's future And it basically is based on the relative position of the stars and planets at that time of that person's birth. Mm. Horoscopes. A shout out to all the Scorpios that be watching the podcast. What's up? What's up? Hi, everybody. Shout out to all my friends from YouTube, all of the persons. My good friend from Trini. Hi, Tricia. Okay, just trying to get some of these comments. I just love being a Leo. Okay, horoscopes. Now, I'm gonna start by basically giving personal experience based on people, individuals. I've seen a lot of people they live and die by horoscopes. And when I say live and die by horoscopes, they basically use these so-called signs and symbols to identify themselves with. For example, oftentimes people use horoscopes as a getaway, so to speak, so they can be disgusting. Like, oh, I'm this and that. I'm this and that. This is my horoscope. I'm this and that. That's why I'm the way I am. My good best friend said, I don't follow it, but I've read personality traits and it's all me. Hey. So, mm, this I think I like this topic. You guys did a good job picking this topic, and I commend y'all. So we're gonna start by just basically talking about why do people feel like they should. Me personally now, and I'm being real. I know y'all saw my post bashing Scorpios and so forth like that and all that. You know what I mean? But if I'm being real, I I don't believe in horoscopes. I know that might sound a little weird coming from a guy that's always making posts about these filthy, disgusting Scorpios. I keep in mind now, two of my bestest friends in the whole wide world, two of my bestest friends in the whole wide world, they consider themselves Scorpios. Believe it or not. And if we're following horoscopes, my mom and my brother are actually consider themselves Scorpios. Me personally, I don't believe in Scorpios, but that's another story. It ain't really all about me. You see what I'm saying? But I want to start off with basically, I want to start off in this sense. Why do people feel, right? They believe in Scorpios, right? And that's, you're right. You choose to believe in Scorpios. But I've seen people that live and die by horoscope and astrology. Basically, they would carry themselves in the manner of which they read their signs are or their characteristics. Like they'll read, let's say, a Scorpio will read that, oh, they stick to themselves, they can be mean, and all of a sudden that person they was never mean, and all of a sudden now that sign says that, and all of a sudden now they actually transform to that thing that they read. I think that's crazy if you ask me. And a lot of people that I've come into contact with, really and truly, they live their lives based on horoscope. Trust me when I say that. Like they'll go read a horoscope, and the horoscope will say lucky number three, this, that, 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 that. I don't want to call no number because y'all like to gamble. Y'all need to stop gambling. For example, right? They'll read a horoscope, and you know how when you read a horoscope, it give you these numbers. Then they'll take that number. Oh, that's my lucky number. Boom! Go to the number shop, spend their red money on that number because they believe that number is coming because that's their number. And for me, why I don't believe in horoscope because it has to do with the Christian aspect of it, like studying the stars and so forth, and that, you know, Christians were told in the Bible not to follow these precepts and concepts or whatever. I mean, that's just a biblical aspect. But I've seen some people, listen, I'm telling y'all, I've seen some people, I'm telling you, I've seen some people, they live and die by the horoscope signs. And if you're here right now, like I said, welcome to the Gray Area Podcast, where as we talk about situations and things that are rarely even talked about for whatever reason. Now, tonight, as I said earlier, it's going to be a little different because I gave you, the audience, a chance to choose the topic and basically decide what we are going to talk about tonight. That is not actually so dark and gray, but we can have a little fun with it. So if you're here right now, share that link, share, share, share. Let's talk about it. Shelly, what's up? Welcome. Mars says, I don't believe in it either, Jason. We're going to talk about that. Look at that. Taurus. Yeah. People that are Taurus, they consider themselves bullies. Just because their sign says Taurus, they consider themselves bullies. Real talk. They use that as an avenue just to be bully. Y'all go around bullying people just because you identify as a Taurus. Mars says Scorpio is the best sign. If I did believe in horoscopes, like if my life was solely based on horoscopes, Scorpios would have been the last sign in the world that I would identify with. What's going on, Stoner? Stoner says, I don't follow horoscopes. Tracy said, that's crazy. Yes. Listen, Tracy, listen to me. Listen to me. We have people here in the Bahamas that I know personally. I can't speak for everybody. They live and die by their horoscope reading. Like they'll wake up, get a newspaper, basically a newspaper that we have here called The Punch. So they'll read that, and sometimes it gives you lucky numbers, and they'll go out and buy that number. They'll live and die by that. And then let's say it gives them basically characteristics, or it tells them that this is going to happen. And listen, they will hold on to that. They will hold on to that. Trust me, they will hold on to that dearly with their dear lives. And that's what they're going to go by. And they will actually create these things into existence. I'm telling you, some of these things be bogus. You know what I mean? And they'll actually manifest these things and bring these things into existence because they believe these things. Anyway, Nikki said, man, Scorpio is real, made for real though. There's something about these people that born in the late part of October and the early part of November. Mars says that's not true. Boy, Leos are the devil's spawn. Now you need to behave yourself, Stoner. You need to behave yourself. I have someone who sends my horoscopes almost every day, and sometimes it's true and sometimes it's way off. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like some of these things that these horoscopes read and say, it ain't so. It don't go like that. Some of these things be way off, and people would live there, especially those people that consider themselves Scorpios. They just because the Scorpio sign is poisonous, now they become poisonous. They actually manifest that into existence. Those people that born anyway. But Ken, you got to do better with this Wi-Fi now. Stoner says she's speaking from experience. Man, Stoner, we got to bring you on. I need to know your experience. We need to bring you on. You need to come. You need to come. I'm going to send you this invite, and you need to come on so you can let us know what's this experience that you had. I need to know the experience that you had with these so-called Leos, because a lot of people, they, like I said, I've met a lot of people that use these horoscopes just to be disgusting, sinister, and cruel people. You don't have to be a certain way because you believe in a certain sign or something. No, you can actually change the person who you are. You don't have to be vicious, poisonous, disgusting. Like some people, they use these horoscopes as ways and avenues to just be the worst people that they can be. Or I'm this sign. I'm a Gemini. We don't get along with nobody. We like to stay to ourselves. Oh, I'm a disgusting Scorpio. We don't like people. We just stay to ourselves. You rub us the wrong way, we're gonna get you back. And that's bully and hard headed. You see what I'm saying? People that do believe in horoscopes that call themselves a Taurus, right? They would basically take on characteristics of being bullies. Like you actually open up yourself to say, "Hey, I'm a bully." Like you don't have to be that way because anyway. Y'all, welcome to the Gray Area Podcast. We're gonna talk about this tonight. Wow, we so lovable. I agree because people that are born around the time of August, they are actually the best people in the world. They are the sweetest persons. August, not even talking about horoscope because, like I said, I don't believe in horoscope. But those people that are born around August, like the end part of July and the early part of August, they are the nicest people in the world. August people are the best people in the world. They are the best people in the world. I don't know about y'all. It's just something about y'all October people and y'all November people. I just don't understand. I don't want. I don't understand. Paulie, I I think I date some crazy folks and all turn out to be Leos. I don't believe in horoscope, but the people that are born in August, and you and I, if I believed in horoscope, you and I have been cool for years, and we never even had a disagreement. We might not agree on choices, but we get along pretty fine. What sign I want to know too? Mars says I believe Jason got stung by a Scorpio before. Mm. Listen, I know a lot of people. I'm gonna be real. Let me put this out there. This is the honest truth. I've never got heartbroken by someone who identifies themselves as a Scorpio. I don't know why people believe believe that. It never happened. I've had two girlfriends in the past that consider themselves or identify themselves as Scorpios, and one was one was a bad breakup. Whereas, I mean, I don't want to get into details for that, but it was a bad breakup. And one, we just separated because it was a long distance thing. Like she was over there and I was over here. And she was one of not the bad breakup one, the one that was long distance. She was actually one of the nicest, kindest person to me in the world. Like she's the kind one of she's kind to me. And listen, we had, I don't know if y'all know about those Sony Ericsson bubblers. We used to have those back, and it never used to be. It used to be when texting at BTC was like 10 cents or something like that. We used to text back and forth, and then we used to run out of minutes because it never was no plan. The minutes you use. So if you put $20 and we used to text so much, because she used to live long distance. I don't want to call the island because Nassau's so small. Next thing y'all go on my page to investigation and start pulling files. No. And she was so nice to me. Whereas when I ran out of minutes and I used to tell her when I get minutes, I'll message you. She used to send me minutes like $40 phone calls. And everybody who know me know I don't like accepting stuff from her because she used to always want to talk to me, and she was the nicest person. Like she would always want to talk to me, and she considered herself to be a Scorpio. And like I said, those were only two girlfriends. One was a bad breakup because situations happen or whatever, but the other one we separated because it's long distance. She was actually one of the nicest persons to me. So I don't want anybody to believe and think that those who identify themselves to be Scorpios hurt me or broke my heart in any kind of way. No, if you all know my history, I'm the one that does a lot of hurting. No, as if I would allow myself to be consumed by those vicious, late October people and those early November people as if I would allow them to swallow me whole and spit me out like a gigantic whale. Nope, ain't gonna happen. I'd prefer to walk Paradise Island Bridge, jump over that bridge, swim with the shark, be swallowed by a shark, spit out, drag into the deep sea ocean, and then after I've been dragged, still alive, gasping for breath underwater before, So it's not, it's not. I don't want y'all to think that ever happened to me. March, me too. I had a scorp. I had a score. March, me too. I had a Scorpio. What are you saying? Rewrite that comment, man. I think you're saying you was hurt by a Scorpio. Stoner says I'm a Libra, so my horoscope say. Mm, let's go. Tracy, oh my good friend from Trinity. Listen, this is my good friend from Trinity. We've been friends for years from BBM time. Okay. Astrology is more deeper, and it's not. Astrology is more deeper, and it's not just based on your sign. It mostly have to do on how planets are lined up in your natal chart to go by astrology. Have to pay an astrologist. I've heard that. To go on an astrologist, it's like 150 US minimum an hour. Wow, that sounds like a money making thing. Jason, I believe you have had some bad experiences with a Scorpio too. That's why you despise them. Listen, if it was a bad experience, it wouldn't be no relationship. Because, like I said, I've had two persons in my life who consider themselves to be Scorpios, and one was a bad breaker because situations happened that led it there. It wasn't like nothing personal. And the other one, we just separated, and she was actually one of the nicest persons to me in the world. Like, she looked out for me. She's so kind, and you know what I mean? And I can't recall myself being hurt by anybody who consider themselves Scorpios. That's fact. As if I would allow, come on, why would I allow myself to be consumed by those vicious late October and early? I mean, mm, we just don't do much foolishness. Let me see what Shelly says. Nah, I don't care for the signs. For my C word, them Libra, oh my God, hot mess. I can't. Two different human beings with the same characteristics just amaze me. Boy. Libra, 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 Libra. Let me see. Let me just check this. I gotta check this. Libra horoscope. We're gonna see. For those that consider themselves Libra, it will be between October 31st. No, that ain't right. Let's see. Let's see. We going there. Oh yeah, from September 22nd to October 22nd. September 22nd to October 22nd. That's what you guys consider as a Libra. My good friend David say totally no Pisces by heart and birth. So Davis, you're saying that you believe in horoscope and basically the characteristics of horoscopes. Like basically, if you're a Taurus, Taurus believe that they are bullies and they should be bullying everybody and they like to take control. You believe in that? Oh Lord, MJ, what's good? Hi, what happened to the October born person? From my experience, people that are born in late October and early November, they are the most savage, poisonous, vicious creatures in the world. Their characteristics are mean. They're nasty. They bully people. They basically say what they want to say to people and expect people to just take it. And that's facts. like if you all know people that are born around late October and early November time, these people you rarely find people that are nice around those times. And that's facts. I'm not even talking about relationship wise. Even though, let me go on the record, even though on the record again, I put this on the record. Two of my best friends are born around that time. My best friend, Dorica, Dorica DeVoe, that's the girl who was my best woman, and then Landa, one of the best MUAs in the Bahamas, hands down. And we are actually two we we are very close. And again, I say people that are born in late October, early November, they are basically mean. Their characteristics are selfish. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to go as far as saying I believe in horoscope, but if I did, I would believe that Scorpios would be the worst sign. August, yes, my parents are and they are awesome. Yes, August people are nice. From the beginning to the end, August individuals are the sweetest, nicest, most people in the world. Might be petty and might be cruel sometimes. November Scorpio, whoo child. I soon tell my story. All of the news stations. And you see, that's what I'm saying. People that are born in late October, early November, right? They identify themselves as Scorpios, right? And so to get my point across, I use that. I say Scorpios are this and that, which in reality, oh Lord, oh let me read. Master Jason, don't use that one bad experience with that October or November person and beat all us with that switch. I've never had a bad experience in a relationship with, like I said, one was a bad breakup because situations that I can't talk about. And the next one was a long distance that, I wasn't ready for. But people, the majority of people, March, the majority of people that are born around late October, early November, they are one of the most, I can't even stress that. They are mean. I'm not talking about you because we have a very good relationship. They'll curse you out. They'll curse you out, stink like a dog. They'll talk to you bad. And that's just facts. That's, boy, I just being real. Who you got disappointed from? Oh, here it is. I had a bad breakup with a Scorpio as well. We all, we're gonna get deep into this stuff in a minute. I'm just trying to catch up. Catch up. Nah, Jason, I born late October, but we ain't had no follow. Yeah, that's you and I. Now who's to say about somebody else? Because I know how you could be. I know how you could be. You know you could be a savage when you're ready. No, I don't want no ice, baby. Thank you. I don't like ice. Frog, I'm ready to tell my story as well. See, it ain't only me who believe these stuff. Ma said, I am a Scorpio and I'm one of the nicest person you could ever come across. I must say you are nice to me. I must say, just trying to get to these comments before y'all lost me with the comments. My daughter, the only Scorpio I truly love. Boy, you gotta get deep into this stuff like that. Libra, September to early, yeah. Libra ain't bad. Never. I ain't bully no one in my life. Sona, come on now. You need to stop. You need to stop. But Jason, you born August and you talk bad to people. You talk to people bad. I'm not. I don't go. Listen. I don't go looking for trouble. Some people that are born in these times, they'll go look. They'll just come out of the blue and just talk to you bad and say, you know what? They're the type of people. They'll just say, I just don't like you. They'll just say, I just don't like you. I don't like how you look today. You know? MJ say, well, I missed that then, Jay. You must have missed that. You now you know you could be savage too now, MJ. You know you could be savage too. Your sign doesn't have nothing to do with how you deal with people. Bam. That's my point. Some of them need to be talked about too. No, that's not my point. Listen, I know a lot of people they always think I joking, but I be dead serious, you know. I be dead serious and when I talking about these late October and early people. I know it comes off as a joke, but listen, people that are born late October, early November, from my experience, they have been one of the meanest, coldest. I know a lot of people are gonna say I'm cold, but that's a different story. Vicious. Jeez. I get along with Libra men. Can't stand Aries. People, they always lie bad. Oh boy. These Aries. I think Aries is from March 20 to April 19. They identify themselves as Aries. Mm, yeah, that's another story. Aries women though. But you see what I'm saying? Like, okay, let me just use an example. I'll use an example, right? And I'll give you an example. So if you read like the Aries horoscope would read, stress from overwork could have you feeling weaker than usual. You might be tempted to stay at home, get some rest, and recoup your energies. Do this if you can, Aries. Otherwise, you may not be able to give your project the concentration it needs, and therefore may not accomplish as much as you think you should. If you feel you can't stay home, try to work alone so you won't be distracted. Right? So now somebody would take that and their job would be so sweet. Now all of a sudden they'll run to work talking about how they stress to work. They use that horoscope just to basically go into state of mind, whereas they accept that when it ain't even so. March relationship wise, sure. But them Libra, off the charts, they sneaky self. Now I don't know about March. If we're talking about March, I've had some relationships with some people who were born in March and April, and that's a story on its own. That's a story. Blah blah blah. I guess once you're not a Scorpio, according to our friend, I little outspoken, but ain't no point beating around the bush if I got something to say. I agree. I agree with that. Okay. So if you're here right now on the channel, share that link. Welcome to the gray area where as we talk about situations and things that are really even talked about for whatever reason. And as y'all can see tonight, it isn't really that great. I basically let you guys choose the subject and we can talk about this, just to have a little transparency, whereas, it ain't basically about the topics that I have. So now let me just get to the serious part of this podcast. Now, I just want to know why do people use these signs first of all and symbols and basically predictions as they call it to just be not themselves. Like they accept these things and they use these symbols just to be vicious. And you know, you don't have to be what you read. Like basically, I know people, right? They would say that they are this sign and that sign, right? They would say that they are this sign and that sign, and they will act according to that sign. I don't agree with that. I think that's a bunch of foolishness because I've heard people. I've been like, "Why you like that?" Oh, I'm a what the thing name with the two faces, man. Y'all know. Um, let me find it. and they was telling me that's because of their horoscope. There it is. Let me look for that. Y'all supposed to know these things. I don't know these horoscopes. Gemini. That's what they call it. Gemini. They will basically say, because I'm a Gemini, so I have a split personality. I'm like, no, you just messed up. Like you. Like early, I asked somebody why they're the way they are, right? Why they gotta be like that? And they say, oh, because I'm a Gemini. Like what the? Would you consider yourself that? That's just crazy to me. Because you believe in horoscope and you believe the Gemini because it has two signs or two this and that. No, you like that because you want to be like that. You're not like that because the horoscope be you disgusting. Just like those late October and early November people, they are the way they are because they chose to be that way. They chose to be disgusting and they consider themselves to be a vicious, bloody, rotten, male flesh eating Scorpios. And I think we should get away from the trend whereas we identify as these signs and symbols, right? And we become what we believe because you basically transforming yourself to this vicious creature. Hint, hint, late October, early November. And it's crazy. I ain't knocking nobody that believe in horoscope, but I just want us to go get away from the fact to whereas, it's a way, it's like, just because you identify as this sign or that sign as you consider, that doesn't give you the right to be stink and disgusting and rotten like a poison scorpion. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily have to be that way because you believe in quote unquote horoscopes. Like I telling you, I see people, oh, us Scorpios, we don't play that. We don't mess around. And they so mean, man. If you know me, you all know I might be petty, savage, and I have a lot of bad characteristics about me. Like me personally, all my friends who know me, I don't know how y'all survive. It's probably because birds of a feather flock together. And some of my friends are just like me, even worse. I don't know how we survive, but y'all know I'm a horrible person. I need deliverance. I'll change. I'm working on it. But my gosh, I don't say I'm born in May, so this is why I'm like this. No. I take full responsibility for who I am and what I'm doing. I'll tell you, look here, I'm petty. I'll cut you off in a second in the blink of an eye. I don't say I'm a Scorpio. I'll cut you off in the blink of an eye. No. I'll tell you what's on my mind because I want to tell you what's on my mind. I don't say I'm a Scorpio, so I got to tell you what's on my mind. Y'all get the point that I'm making? Oh, let's get to some of these comments. Yes, that late October, I can testify. Listen, I don't care what nobody say, but from my personal views and opinions and experience, I've realized that folks that are born, the majority of folks that are born late October, early November, they just have this characteristics about them, man. Like they're so cool and mean. Why everybody coming for that's another March? Us Pisces are decent people. I've had my stories to people that are born in March as well. So April are good folks, Jay. It was you. No, sir. Don't mix it. And it wasn't no me. It was no, 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 no. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Shaggy say it wasn't me. But on the real talk, all jokes aside, why is it that people feel that they just want to use astrology or basically horoscope signs and symbols and predictions just to be cool people? Like, it's either you're gonna accept who you are as a person or as an individual, but don't make excuses, just because you're quote unquote sign and symbol is this, that doesn't give you the right and the audacity to be so mean and so cruel and so vicious. Like y'all late October people and early November, y'all use y'all quote unquote horoscopes. No, I'm a Scorpio. You're messing me. You get stink. No, y'all choose to be that way. Y'all choose to be that way. Y'all choose to be that way. Nobody's forcing you to be mean and vicious and poisonous and deadly. You choose to be that way. You, you late October and early November people who call themselves, you all know what. But for real though, like we have to get away from that ideal mindset of, hey, I was born this time, so I'm this sign, so this is how I'm gonna be. Like y'all messing up people's lives like that, man. Like y'all literally screwing up people's lives. Like y'all have the chance, or y'all could do better as, or we basically could do better, and we have a chance to do better. We choose not to do better. We choose just because we represent this symbol. Oh shoot, that's it. You're dead. Bam. We this and that. Bam. And some people, they let me tell y'all how serious for people who believe in horoscopes. I have some people who believe in horoscopes to the point to where during the dating phase, the first phase is you get to know the name, you get to know their name, then what they like and their dislike. They'll ask you, and listen, my friends savage, they're very savage. My friends are savages. They'll ask you when you born. And if you tell them you born a certain time, and then they'll ask you, so what's your sign? If you say a sign that they don't like, that's the end of that relationship. That dating phase over. Trust me. They ain't going back. They blocking you on WhatsApp. If you're on Facebook, they'll block you on Facebook too. Listen, people, and I'm telling you guys, people live their lives based on these things, and they carry these things to heart. Like I know some friends of mine. Y'all know my friends. Some of y'all right on this right here. Y'all know y'all savage. That's why we friends. So savage. If you, like, let's say if you're a Scorpio, you could be you could be working. You got a good job. You got a good education. You don't beat woman. Uh beat you don't beat woman. You take care of your family man, homely man. You hang out with the boys. But when it's time to go home, you come home on time. You smoke or drink. You don't smoke or drink. You could be a nice, decent young man. But because of the mere fact that you tell these people, hey, I'm a Scorpio. These girls ain't dating you. They ain't dating you. Listen, you could have heaven written all over you. You could have heaven written all over you, and they're not dating you. I'm telling you, my friends are like that. You could have all these good qualities in a man that a woman looks for in a man. You could have these good qualities, and these women ain't giving you no chance because of the horoscope signs. Like, and real talk, Sona says, I sweet and spicy. Hey, you all have it serious over there. Tracy, I'm telling you, people, I don't know in Trini, but here, some people live and move by these horoscope signs. Like if you identify as this time, they're not. You could be so decent. Never. You was not a criminal. No offense to criminals, because some of my homies were criminals. You know what I mean? And like I said, they wouldn't give you a chance. I think. Well, I don't want to sound hypocritical because sure, if I was still dating, if I was still out there, if I was still on the single market, if I was still on the single market, I wouldn't. Late October, early November. Nope, was a no for me. I see you don't believe in horoscope. No, sir. I do believe that those people that are born in late October, early November, they something. Mm. Child, tell me you a Scorpio. I'm Audi. See? So, my good friend Dimple Face. So you mean to tell me now, if you found like a decent young man that was serious, I'm talking about he's showing you he's serious, he's interested in you, and he wants to start a future with you, he want to start a family. He's singing that marriage talk, and he wants to take care of you. He want to give you all these good stuff, treating you like a queen, cook for you, and all that. And then you say, "What's your sign?" He says, "You're Scorpio." You mean to tell me you leaving that mind? Let's be real, 100. Be real with your friend. Be real with your friend. You mean to tell me he doing all these stuff for you? You out? I just want to know. I want to know. I want to know. Only intellectuals should consider and be able to decide horoscopes between each other. I think astrology is a little, all that reading the stars and all that kind of stuff. Oh, you laughing? I'm waiting on you to answer. I want to know. Well, for me, Libra, I don't care. If it was Denzel himself, I still say no. But you all got it bad? Like how some of these people might be genuine people that are actually interested. They could be interested, and they could be one of the best, most sweetest persons in the world. You mean to tell me y'all gonna deny them that chance because of their so-called, or what y'all believe are their horoscopes? Child, I done hurt someone feeling because they told me this. Oh wow, I thought I had it bad with those late October and early November people. I have screenshots. Jay, you make me want to call that Libra up and start laughing. Y'all need to stop. Listen, I've had some relationships in my life, right? And have I ever had? I had my heart broken. I had my heart broken a couple of times. And believe it or not, it wasn't those um late October, early November people. When I had my heart broken, it was somebody. So I was born in March and April, so to speak. March, April. I think, yeah. I've only had in my whole entire life that I've been on this earth, I've only had like two serious heartbreaks, like two, two serious heartbreaks in my whole entire life, like two serious heartbreaks in my whole entire life, like two serious people like could have gotten me to that like to that point to where like it actually damaged me. You know what I mean? And they were not those late October. They are proud Scorpio too. I think for me, hmm for me, for me, I feel as though people use horoscopes or astrology as a scapegoat just to be disgusting people. And really, I mean, people just look at sign, but if if you really look deep into stuff, these stuff they like some sorcery, you reading stars and you're trying to predict this and that. I don't believe in no prediction. I believe you did this and do that because you want to do that. Y'all hear that? Y'all late October and early November people. Y'all be making all kind of excuses just to be y'all discuss themselves and just to hurt people and broke people heart, except for Jason. We made that quite clear. Because you can never say you break my heart. You can't. Uh. Uh. I don't. Archie says, you don't believe that the planets have an effect on the human natal chart? I don't think you should leave someone over their horoscope though. That's deep. But horoscopes are real. Ah, I basically can speak. I'm not saying that horoscopes aren't real, That's not what I'm saying. Because everything that is created was created basically for positivity and then turned negatively. I'm not saying that all these stuff aren't real. I'm saying, do I believe in it? No. I mean, if you're a Christian and you believe in the Bible talks about horoscopes. You know what I mean? It says not to practice horoscopes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But if you here's my thing, Ashley. This is my point, right? This is my point of view for it, right? People use these signs and these symbols to be as an excuse or scapegoat. Like we use these signs. Let me stop saying people because I'm a part of the problem too. We use these signs and we use these symbols to say, man, I was born at this time and this is my sign. So that's why I'm the way I am. No, 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 no. You are that way because you choose to be that way. We choose how we want to be. Like everybody who know me knows, I choose to be this way because it's my choice. I'm not gonna say I'm like this because I believe. No, my good friend Lady Rex says demonic realms, bro. No lie, diviners have been around for 1,000 years. Yes, they have. And again, I say I'm not saying that they don't exist or they're not real. Just because something is real, that doesn't mean like people have choices. You have your choices. That's what you. If that's what the person chooses to be, that's on them. And I don't have no problem with that. We all gonna be judged for ourselves. But I'm saying to basically use these signs and symbols as a scapegoat. Like, listen, I know people, Ashley, you might not believe it. I know people that they live their lives by horoscope. Because this horoscope say this is their personality and characteristics, even though they are not that kind of person, they turn into that kind of person. And that's what I think people shouldn't do. Like just because you call yourself a Scorpio doesn't mean your characteristics have to be venomous. Just because you are born around that time don't mean you have to be disgusting and you know what I mean. I had two heartbreaks from the same Libra. Oh Lord, there she goes with the same characteristics twice. So I wouldn't dare. Mm. Horoscopes are from the enemy, not from God. See, we have and that's what I'm saying. We have those of the Christian faith, you know, we follow the Bible and we don't believe in horoscopes like that. And then you have people that believe in it in the horoscope, and then you have those they not only believe but they live and die by these horoscopes. They live and die by these things. Like these people, especially them late October and early November people, they'll use that as an avenue to just be vicious, vicious. Just stop using these signs and symbols as excuses to be vicious. Yeah, people use it wrong. I was created to predict it. I was created to predict. It was used for money to escape from debt. Like now we in a jubilee year. I don't live my life through horoscopes. Let's debate. They said that horoscopes ain't in the Bible. Yeah, man. They talk. Let me show you. This is for my Christian folks. Let me show you. Let me see if I can find it. All right. All right. If you look at Daniel 2:27, this for you, Ashley. Y'all got the whole podcast turned into Bible study. Y'all ain't playing around today. Let me find. Okay. All right. Daniel 2:27. Daniel answered in the presence of the king said, The secret which the king had demanded, the wise men, the astrologers, astrology's horoscope, the magicians, and the soothsayers cannot show unto the king. These things going around a long time. Like people used to use the stars to predict. You know what I mean? They, I mean, whoever said it in the Bible, I don't know where they got that from. Bro, horoscope was used to find the Christ, the Mahi, three wise men. I disagree. Let me say horoscope. Ah, boy, uh-uh. They wasn't sitting down. They wasn't sitting down. They wasn't sitting down to say, "Oh, let's watch the stars, and this star will talk to me." That's not what happened. That's no, you can't. I disagree with that one. Now we could disagree to agree, and we could further elaborate it even off the podcast too. Hold on. So actually, you're saying that you believe that. Hold on. You believe that the wise men use horoscope to find Christ? No, sir. That's not how it goes, sir. No, astrology is basically when you study stars and think when you go try read the stars, say the stars line up this time and this is gonna happen. When these five stars line up, then boom, this is gonna happen. Everybody gonna be sad, this and that. We could agree to disagree on that one. No, bro. Astrology is the study. Oh, let me post that up. This is what they were talking about. Do not turn to mediums or necromancers. Do not seek them out and make yourselves unclean by them. I am the Lord your God. Yeah, I think that's the thing that they were talking about. Well, I mean, I talk about the fact that horoscopes, I talk about that directly, like astrology is in the Bible. A couple of times it's in the Bible. People say, "Oh, astrology ain't in the Bible." I mean, so these things are just more advanced now. But we have these people from back in the day doing all these situations. But I've never seen nobody in the Bible say, "Hey, look here, I born under this star. I born under this 10 star right now, and this I'm gonna be the meanest person in the world." No, I've never seen that happen. Like people use horoscopes and signs and symbols just to be the most disgusting people in the world, especially those who identify themselves in the late October, early November. Because these people, listen, actually, we have people, whether you want to believe it or not, we have people, and I speak as pure fact. Like, we have people, they use these signs and symbols just to be savages, deadly beasts walking on earth in human form, savages. And they say, "Oh, that's my sign. That's the way I am. That's the way I am." Ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing happening. You're that way or we that way because we choose to be that way. And we gotta branch out from that. But I see wouldn't believe, but a lot of people in the world today, even in our little NASA, especially here, boy, they would basically use these signs and these symbols just to be beasts on this road. Beasts. They'll be beasts. Oh, I born in October. I don't play that. I don't play that. What? And I'm a Scorpio too? I don't play. You mess with me, you get sting. They'll use these horoscopes or these things, these beliefs and things, just to be the worst people in the world. And listen, oh, that's my characteristic. Boy, Jason, I don't let nobody mess with me. What? I'm a Scorpio too. Scorpios don't take no foolishness. No, you shouldn't take foolishness in general. I ain't encouraging nobody to take foolishness. I see you sound like them people who call themselves Scorpio. You might be. You know, no, it's all fun and games. It's all fun and games until you meet somebody who say, "Oh, I'm this and that, and this is why I'm like this. I'm this and that." Or, uh, I, I'm a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio, so I gotta be mean and cool. I can't let nobody. I'm a Scorpio, so I gotta check up Jason tires. I'm a Scorpio, so I gotta break up Jason glass. No sir. Yeah, astrology in the Bible, even in the age Christ was born, was used the age of Pisces. The Christ was always associated to the fish. Well, I don't know about that now. No, mm-mm. And I believe these, if you look at these stuff, but they basically dealing with astrology itself is basically dealing with I mean, in my belief, it's basically dealing with darkness and stuff like that. Once you study, but if you really was to go deep in depth and stuff like that, right? It's just my belief and what I believe. It's basically dealing with darkness, Mr. Vogt. Necromancy. Okay, let's go. Okay. Suppose the practice of communicating with the dead, especially in order to predict the future. Alchemy, necromancy, and other magic practices, sorcery or black magic in general. You see that? I see y'all deal with sorcery. Horoscope or sorcery, especially those who identify themselves as Scorpios. Y'all are the lead. Y'all are the lead. Y'all are the lead to cause of these destructive waves and actions. I should say, don't mind me. I believe people are made through their experience. They make their own characteristics. That's what I'm talking about. People basically accept who they want to be and who they want to be. Like, you shouldn't base your life based on a so-called horoscope and you act this way because you act this way because you believe that you are a horror you are a Scorpio or an Aries or a Libra. You should be this certain way. No, you can choose what you want to be. Like, I know people, because they are born at a certain time and they take on these signs and stuff, they believe that they should be a certain kind of way. Like, oh, I'm this and that, so I gotta be this and that. No, you don't have to. You chose to, but you really don't have to. And I see, trust me. If you look, okay, let me bring up an example, right? Watch this. Let me bring up an example. We're gonna use this right now. I'm gonna show you how how people how people basically accept these things, open their soul and spirit up to all kind of things, right? Hold on, hold on. Let me pull it out. Right, I'm looking for this. All right, the characteristic of a Scorpio woman, right? What's good, Marty? The characteristic of a Scorpio woman. Now watch this. It will say, this is what they say now. This is what they say. Astrology, right? Say, no nonsense, controlling, you know what I'm saying? No nonsense, controlling, um, tendency to fight, all these things. Then after they read that, all of a sudden now they will be controlling. Like, no, you chose to be that way. So they'll take these things and they'll basically they'll 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 mess up your life. They'll say, okay, this is my Scorpio say I am. Okay then. All right then. All right. Okay, that's me. Okay. Let me run with that. Next thing you know, your whole life down the drain because you with this woman now. She's stressing you out. Mm. And see, look what it said. Power, position, and money attract them, and you will frequently observe these brave and stubborn Scorpio women. You see that? Now they'll take that. Okay, I supposed to like power and money, so now I only gonna date women. I'm only gonna date man with power and money and position, and that's what I'm saying. We have to break out of this concept of these things where we allowing we allowing these things to basically take over our lives and stuff like that. Like these things, they're just basically distraction. These signs and symbols. You don't have to be you don't have to be these things. And I know a lot of people, like I said, and I keep stressing this. I know a lot of people because they believe in these horoscopes. They take it to an extent to whereas, right? Whereas they take it to an extent to whereas they will live and die by these things, and they will make our lives hell because of what they believe. Well, listen, I ain't about that life, bro. I read a lot. Some people don't know the information. We was taught by Europeans that these things are to be demonized. I never say they should accept it. I said it should be practiced and considered. We can't run with things. We have to be guided and discerned. But he crackery up. Or it's going to be if I live by my life, if I live my life solely believing in these horoscope things, no. So you would call Christ a necromancer? Come on now, what? That no, because you saying this Christ. If we going down that aspect of where you take it, if you was to say if I call Christ a necromancy, what did Christ do that was basically necromantic? I can't see. I can't see. His stuff was. If you believe in, a lot of people don't believe in Christianity, and that's their right. You're gonna be judged by yourself, right? Show me one. Why sit not communicate with no dead person, but who dead? Wait, I never seen you. You never come. If anything, I know you raised somebody from the dead and say, look, yeah, come forth. Black magic. I mean, what you call black magic? Because he healed somebody. I mean, I wouldn't call it black magic. If he healed somebody, black magic. These things, black magic don't last. They temporarily. Now, a lot of people can say they don't believe in magic. Listen, that's that that's another story. Because look here, these things, joke. Honestly, we can vote on that. We can vote on that. Oh, 'cause you scare me. But honestly, I know it's all fun and games and all laughing and stuff, right? But really and truly, bruh, people use these stuff. People use horoscopes basically just to, like I said, people use horoscopes you know to just be disgusting and just to I don't know what to say, but actually, but I'm being real. I'm being honest. The truth is, right? We have a lot of people that live by these things and die by these things, and even in my circle. And y'all see my friends, some of them, bruh. From you say you born this month and you this and that, they ain't giving you no chance. They ain't giving you no chance. My personal experience, I use the term Scorpios and people can know late October and early November, Lord, they one of the worst people on planet Earth. And that's just based, and that ain't have nothing to do with no heartbreak. Like I've never had. No heartbreak from no people who call themselves Scorpio, like me personally. But actually, real talk. If you ask a woman now, I can guarantee you. You ask a woman now, you could go down the list, right? You could go down the list of horoscopes, right? And you could ask a woman. I don't think I don't think men dive too deeply into that. I don't think men would jump too deeply into that realm of stuff like that. But women especially, if you ask these women, hey, would you date this? You go through the list of signs and you start from this and that, and you ask a woman, hey, would you date this? Would you date this sign? They'll tell you no. They'll tell you no call. All of the majority of my friends who I talk to, and we crack joke all the time. I'll ask them, would you date a Scorpio? They'll say no. Okay, watch it. All of my female friends, right, that are watching the Great Area podcast, whether you're in Trinity, whether you're in St. Lucia, whether you're in Nassau, would you or would you not date somebody that calls themselves a Scorpio? Let's speak now or forever hold your peace. Would you? Would you date them? If you had a choice and the last person on earth was born around late October, early November, would you or would you not date him? Would you? Would you give him a chance? I can guarantee you, majority of them would say no. You can forever hold your peace. So, lastly, if you believe that people don't live their lives by these things, bruh, they do, and it's pure facts. It's pure fact. We might not want to admit it, but I know the majority of my friends who I know, I mean, if they're open to come on, if they want to, if you want to come on, Tracy, we could plug you in right now. We could plug you in, and you could give your 5 cents. You see what I'm saying? Man, Tracy, let's go, man. Let me know if you want to get plugged in. I want to hear your views. You see what I'm saying, Ashley? See that? You see what I'm saying? Look at that. No, I would never. I would never. That's what I'm saying. If they will not, Marisa, if they will not date someone based on a sign, they need deliverance. Bro, I'm telling you, that's what it is. In this era and time, this generation now, I can't speak for the generation ahead of us. And this generation, folks, is from, I'd say 10. I'm going to use 18. I'm going to use legal age because I ain't encouraging no 17-year-olds. You know what I mean? From 18 to 40 is this generation. From 18 to 40 is this generation. This generation believe in horoscopes. For whatever reason, they believe in horoscopes. And listen, you can ask the majority of women. You're laughing. I'm being dead serious, Don't mind me laughing. I'm being dead serious. This generation from 18, we're going to use from 18 to 40 will be considered as this generation. Right? If you ask this generation from 18 to 40, right? You ask this generation from 18 to 40, would you, if you ask them for a specific sign, and that specific sign I'm going to choose is the Scorpio. If you ask for that specific sign, the Scorpio, and you say, hey, would you date a Scorpio? They're going to say no. So people can't tell me that folks aren't living their lives, their daily lives by Scorpios. Of course they are. Not say Scorpio by horoscopes. Of course they are. Some people live and die by Scorpio. Oh Lord, why Scorpios? And my tongue so much. People live and die by horoscopes, and they believe these things. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, like I know personally, if you're born in late October, early November, and you call yourself a Scorpio, my friends wouldn't even date you off the bat. They wouldn't even find out anything about you. They don't even know if you're working. They don't even know. They haven't asked you if you have a job. What do you do? They don't. From they find that out, that's it. And I don't think it should be like that. And that's what we do. Tracy, you laugh. Tracy, I'm so serious. What's good, Kwame? Welcome. Look at my good cousin Diamond. Listen, my good cousin Diamond, she's she's born in early November, and she's one of the sweetest persons I know. But people will call her Scorpio. Some people will think she's a horrible person. But this generation believed Jesus was white. This generation believed men should wear tight clothing. This generation believed Google is always right. That's a subject we're gonna get into that another time. I don't even want to go there. Tina says my daughter is for a Scorpio, and he is an amazing dad. You see what I'm saying? And I go back to the point of saying, right? Yes, a sign or a symbol that you believe in shouldn't justify your actions or shouldn't create or make you. See what I'm saying? People use these signs and these horoscope signs to basically be disgusting and be vicious and savage. Like I know people, their defense is always this, oh, I'm this and that's why I'm like that. No, you are that because you are disgusting and you are selfish and that's why you're like that. It has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with your sign, so to speak. Exit after Jason put Scorpios on. If they are thinking that way, they really need Christ. We must pray for their deliverance. Lord help them. Boy, Mr. Mo, you're gonna need a lot of prayer. That's a lot of deliverance. Because half an hour saw thinking like that. Half an hour saw wouldn't date somebody that considered themselves a Scorpio. I mean, I wish I could have did a poll. I wish I could have did a poll so we could prove this point. So we could prove this point. Whereas a lot of people, you know what I mean, the same way. She said, plug me in. Let me plug you in. Y'all better stop classing people as these horoscopes and giving them a chance. Then half Nassau lead deliverance. You all hear that? Ah, boy. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. You can imagine. You can imagine you living your life just based on a horoscope. If I believed in horoscopes, Mr. Bo, you think I might need deliverance too? Because, I don't think I'd ever be with somebody who calls himself a Scorpio. Just the mere fact that you call yourself a poison, venomous, venomous, uh, you know what I mean? I don't want to have to deal with anything that's poisonous. Just poison. Why would I want to be with somebody who consider themselves to be poison? No, no, no. Poison, vicious, and then I'm plus you already look funny. You got two claws like this. The scorpion got two little biters, and then you already have a tail with look like this, and that's what consider yourself. Sorry, for, it ain't for me. It ain't for me. It ain't for me. But I mean, it's all fun and games with y'all laughing and cracking joke, right? But it's the honest truth though. Like people identify themselves as these signs and these symbols and so forth, and they become these signs and symbols. Like like somebody I asked them, hey man, what are you? They say if you believe in the horoscope, they're like, yeah man, I'm a Taurus. We bullies. I'm like, you choose to be a bully. No man, no man, that's my nature. No, 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 that's not your nature. We choose to be these things. Y'all late October and early November, y'all choose to be venomous, poisonous creatures. Chasing horoscope was real, Miss Cleo would have seen the law coming. I agree. I agree. Anyway, welcome my boy Ashley to the Gray Area Podcast. We're gonna plug him in. What's poppin', Ashley?
You could hear me?
Yeah, man, loud and clear.
You and I started up a fuss today.
Causing, you causing trouble.
Boy, if half of Bahamas is subscribed to horoscopes, then all y'all need deliverance.
No, I
All
mean
y'all
not
need
me.
deliverance.
I'm just saying, you got people.
That
I serious, you got people. Listen, you got people. I only can speak from from the four from what I've experienced with people.
uh,
And they told me before. I ask certain people, hey, you believe in horoscope? Yeah, man, I'm this. Especially, I'll use the Gemini, for example. Like this girl, she told me she's a Gemini. I say, I have six personalities. I could
uh,
be like this, that way. I said, no. I said, you just need help. You,
wait,
you know, personalities.
wait. It has a lot of. It's correct. It's correct to a point because horoscope is an African tradition. I know if y'all know that. That's an African tradition that goes
Man, that was
ancient
sad.
time.
That'd go far. That
That
was
go
far.
far, right? That's the ability to forecast the predictions on people's naval charts or whatever. But like I was telling you, I know you didn't discredit the information, right? You didn't discredit it. You didn't say it isn't true, but you don't subscribe to it. But Christians don't subscribe to it. But y'all, no, everybody in this group talking about they like horoscope, but they saying they's Christian. How
Let
can
me
you be a Christian?
listen.
Uh,
If we being real, right? If we wanna basically discuss it on that aspect, if we being real, the
uh-huh.
Bible talks about astrology. Astrology is horoscope. Now, for you to say it's not real, then that's a different discussion.
I
But for
never say it
you,
ain't real.
no,
I never
not
say.
you. I'm just
Oh,
saying. The
yeah.
Bible speak. The Bible is. If I'm talking about for Christians that believe in the Bible and believe in things. If you could say to say that it's not real is one thing. To say that it's not don't exist is another thing. But to say
Yes.
that you don't, my thing is, you could say that you don't follow it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? When I say I don't believe in horoscope, I don't believe. I don't not saying that it don't exist. Because if the Bible could talk about astrologers, I mean, it says where they're doing this from that time. So I ain't saying that the thing, and now to say that I follow and I think that's where I say I don't believe in it by from that aspect. To
All
say that
right.
I live my life to say I'm a Scorpio. I must be poisonous and I must go around stinging everybody. No, sir.
Nah.
No, sir.
Nah.
People live their lives like that. I know people personally because they, especially that Gemini sign. I'm a Gemini. I have split
So I get
personalities.
duality. I get
Yeah,
duality.
like you got two persons in you. Like that's
Ah,
like that's like insanity.
yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's saying that you're schizophrenic.
You know that means listen. If you act like this today and then you all of a sudden you transform into somebody and you believe your name, that's just like you. You say, "Oh, my name is Ashley." Then tomorrow you wake up, you know what? I'm gonna be Ashton today because that's my
No, no,
other
no. That
side.
don't work. That don't work. That don't work.
That's
That
what
don't
I'm
work.
telling you.
But I don't want to discredit the information. But it exists. It works. It's out there. It just you got to be able to decipher it.
Now, when you
What
say
you
it works, what you mean by it works? I want to hear your point of view by what
No,
you mean by it works.
we got people with a master's degree in astrology, brain, and they're astrologists.
We have
They
people that are we have people that have master's
astrologists.
degree in. Okay, if you
Yes,
want to do that,
but
I go. No,
I'm
I'm not disagreeing.
uh
But I'm saying we have people that have master's degree in theologists. And they still don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, these people don't only follow. They don't not only follow um um horoscopes and whatever. That's it's just basic knowledge. They follow astrology, the study of the stars, the study of the planets. They follow how it affects the human body. They follow how it affects the sea. They follow how the sun affects the human. You gotta understand that the sun do affects us. Does the moon do affects us? These planets do affect us, and however we interpret it is based on what we know. I can't be spitting the knowledge that the Bible do say, do not cast your pearls onto swine. If I start spitting that kind of knowledge, you're gonna be like, oh, what the hell this nigga talking about? But I'm just saying, there is an affinity to us as melanin people to the sun. That's clear. It's an affinity to the melanin people to the sun. Europeans, they have the sun is an enemy to them. That right there is astrology, right? That right there is basic knowledge. But
Hmm.
to say that horoscopes now, to say that persons take on these characteristics from because of the planets and all this kind of stuff, that exists. But I don't believe that we take on all of the characteristics. I believe all of it just cold reading. Is something in psychics they call cold reading, meaning that you use basic knowledge that's going to apply to everybody
So you
across the
believe in
board.
psychic?
No. I never said I believe in
Oh,
psychics.
I know.
I
I
just
just
saying
asked it.
I just saying it's a technique called cold reading, meaning that
Mm.
it's a that some knowledge that you cast on the people that is going to apply to them either way, even if it don't apply, even if it didn't happen, it just still applies to them. It's like saying, "Oh, you went to school." Everybody went to
Mm.
school, like that. But I don't not say you should take on all of the information. I don't believe that we take on all of these characteristics. I believe that some people take on some and some people don't. You understand me?
Hmm. My friend Tracy say he is correct. Now I
Yeah.
can't discredit what you say. I mean, I agree to some. I agree to some of the stuff because astrologists is more. I've seen where astrologists they study like the stars and how it affects plants and stuff like that and
Yeah.
all that stuff. I've seen that.
Yeah.
Now I don't have no problem with that. But now when you're talking about okay the sun because okay watch this. This is my thing right with horoscopes like today if I buy the punch right punch used to come out Thursday. And the punch horoscope this Thursday would tell me that my horoscope would be this, right? Then next week punch, they tell me my horoscope would be this. It's two different readings. Then next week, the week after that punch, it, it's too
you
much different things.
you
So
have the
you
you you have to believe, you have to not believe, you have to then say whose horoscope are you reading, because that's a European horoscope. They're two different horoscopes. No, not much people know that. Ours are theirs are counterclockwise and ours are the other way around. That's not basic knowledge to everybody. We're reading Eurocentric horoscopes, which
so
they
we
just
so you're saying that you believe in horoscope, but you what
I
which
don't never
horoscope?
I never say I believe in anything. I say it
Oh,
exists, and I look at the knowledge based on how it's put there. I never. That's like okay. That's like me saying I don't believe in mathematics. It exists. I don't apply it. Do I apply mathematics? I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
that's another story. I've been to the school so long now. I haven't used X plus Y equals Z yet.
Okay, okay. Cash register person never say if you have a point a plus y equals this MC squared, all kind of shit. How much degrees would this give me? No, not one time they ever asked me that question. So that information is we call banal. It's not useful. You understand me? I don't think that horoscopes are useful. I think people should just get to know somebody. Understand me?
I
Now, if
agree
you
with that now.
yeah, if you want to take it to a deeper level and say, oh, I can't get it together. I'm a simpleton. I don't know how to read people. You know, then I suggest you get pick up a horoscope and try to see try to see what month they born in and try to do you know, some kind of sorcery with your knowledge. But just sit down with a person and just ask questions. You're gonna figure it out. You have intuition, right? You
People
have a
them ain't
brain,
gonna give
right?
that chance. But listen, I only can speak for my friends and they savages. From you tell them I'm a Scorpio, they gone.
Well, I'm a Pisces, right, ladies? I'm a Pisces, right? Y'all put some hearts in the and y'all put some hearts in the comment section. You understand me?
Tracy says newspaper, editing, etc. is for entertainment, not to take seriously. That's what
Nah,
I'm saying.
nah, no, hold up. I never say it ain't to be taken
No, not you.
serious.
She talking about what I said.
Yeah.
Basically, how people buy the punch and they run with that.
We
They
know the
run with that
punch.
horror.
We
No, I
know the
mean a
punch is fake with
horoscope.
information.
I mean,
The punch is fake news. We all know that. We know
I
that
don't
the
know about
bias.
that now. Some things have been in the punch is real news now.
Yeah, I can tell you no lie, but like I say, I only read the punch to look at Captain Bahamas anyway. Y'all remember that? Y'all
Oh
remember?
Lord.
That's the only reason I read the punch for. But get back on. But I believe horoscopes are real. I believe that you could subscribe to it. I believe it has some affinity to it. But I don't believe you should just take it as it comes and say, oh, you apply it across the board. I can't like Taurus people, they are hurt, aggressive. I can't like Aries people, they only want to have sex. I can't like Pisces people, they're romantic, but they're simpletons or something like that. I that kind of information because it's unuseful. Take a person how they come because people come in different experiences. People grow up differently. I don't project myself as a Pisces person. My girlfriend is a Gemini. She don't project herself as duality. The day she's one person and somebody she a different person. Much as I call her crazy, I hope she ain't watching this. But like I say, I don't believe it applies to everybody. I just think it's like makeup. You
Mm,
apply it when needed. If you want to look good, you want to look good on a conversation. You wanna
mhm.
try to read a person at a table or some shit. It's like magic. It's like magic coins. Having a magic coin at
Yeah.
the table. Trying to make yourself look good. But horoscopes, I think you should just say, take it as it come, man. Don't believe in so much, ladies.
This is my good friend Miss Harris. She's actually an astrologist in training. No, for true.
Yeah,
Like.
but I wanted to debate that dude who dropped that comment and they're saying that necromancy and all this kind of stuff. I wanted him to come on that bad way.
No,
All that for
she was just given a definition
all right.
because
Because
the scriptures talk about that. Come on, I know that's a woman.
oh, that's a woman. All right. You know, I, you never see nobody talk to the dead in the Bible.
Oh,
Ain't nobody
I
ever.
they talk. Listen, if you talk to the dead in the Bible, you're dealing with some type of dark sorcery. And listen,
Jesus talked to the dead in the Bible, so stop talking foolishness. When he went on top of
but
that, when he went on
yeah,
Mount
but I'm
Sinai,
saying no. Listen, what I'm
when he
saying
went
now.
on Mount Sinai,
Okay,
right?
let me be clear. I can be clear on what I say now. I don't want no mix up right there. When I talk about dead people,
All right,
I'm talking about
I just
you
joking.
go to the graveyard. No, but I mean you go to the graveyard because some people I don't wanna oh Lord, I don't wanna see this another great thing. I don't wanna basically I go with that comment because that
Oh, we go all over that. I just making
because
trouble, man. Why?
no man, I know I'm not here. No, we don't roll like that. But I'm just saying because that right there is personal for people to know. When you talk about them talking about their talking to dead people, that's personal for them. Like that's what they believe, and you attack that belief, they be you know what I mean. They be on another thing. And so that's a topic for another day. Jill says you are more than your sun sign.
I agree.
See, I think she's
I agree.
I I believe people to say I give him my horoscope because you nobody know my birthday because I Shelly ain't playing with them Libra. You see,
Listen,
see that Shelly. That's actually live on the podcast now. Would you or would you not give a chance to a gentleman that's actually he's decent, he has a job, he's not abusive. He has potential to be a great husband if you into getting married. He has potential to be a great husband. Would you give a chance to a guy that says, "Hey, well, my sign is Scorpio or Libra. Would you or would you not? Let me know. Let me know. I want your firm answer. No LOLs. I just want you directly to
Yeah, let's see
answer
what
it.
she say.
Would you give a chance?
Let's see what she
I
say.
want to know. Because you got people that live and die by this athlete. When I say live and die, they wake up in the morning and they'll go online or what do you call it? That the app that comes to their phone, daily
The daily
horoscope,
horoscope.
and 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 that's how they carry they that's how they go out to the rest of their day like
No,
that.
but I can tell you no lie, but that is be giving you some knowledge. It is because it is be right. It is be right.
So yeah,
Not all the time, right? It is be right. It's be right. I never say I ain't never because I know somebody who subscribes to such, right? And they just be right on target. But I don't know if the stars aligned for them to
it's
be
awful.
to be so right, but they be on target. But to have a daily horoscope app that's going to tell you how your day is going to go, you will find if you go out through the day, you will find $100, and you will meet a guy. All that kind of stuff. I know that's prediction. That's that's kind of prediction to me.
But that's actually what the study of astrology, in a sense, is actually
Yeah,
prediction.
yeah. Days be going too deep though. Like them daily horoscopes be going too deep. You know, your Pisces sign is going to be this. Is going to be resonating with Mercury. So be careful how you communicate with people.
Hmm.
I'm telling you, I know of it. I know. Just not a lot of behemoths, not a lot of behemoths study. They don't dabble into such things.
Oh, see, she answer. You see that big note?
Mother sick. So you
I'm
don't want no
telling you.
Libra man. She ain't want no Libra man or no Scorpio man.
I'm telling you.
So when y'all go on, let me ask you a question. When y'all go on a first date, what y'all do? Y'all just ask them if they working, or y'all just ask them what they sign is.
Jill said, I live and die. Boy, she live and die horoscope.
No, not no daily horoscope now.
She said, not no daily horoscope. They faulty. Oh, Lord, now Lord, she just put a little ex-husband. I married one and had a child for one. And let's just say, it is finished.
No, man. No, 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 no. Listen, that don't apply to everybody, man. So if that's the case, everybody faulty.
That's what I'm telling you. You see, you thought I was joking, but I'm telling you, people,
Everybody.
silent, silent Bob Cooper. It be right sometimes, sometimes it be on point. I really
Yeah.
know about that, man.
I,
I disagree. The daily horoscope app I have, but I usually read it at the end of the day. Uh, I ain't reading it.
wait, I ain't telling you no lie, but sometimes it's be on point, but it'll be on point. But the ladies love it. The ladies love that horoscopes, man. You can't take that
Oh,
from them.
Mr. Vogue comment. Let's get Mr. Vogue comment. Where's that information coming from? Act 16. The girl that followed Paul was given good information, but behind that information was spirit of divination. Let's
So
see what
she, so
Act
she don't,
16.
so she don't.
No,
So, mom, you don't believe in divination?
no, she's not saying. She's saying the spirit of divination.
Yeah, the spirit and divination was in Christ. I want them to come on, man. I want them to come on. This could go three-way.
Man, yeah, man, we can go up to 6.
Let's go. Tell them come on, man. Bring a girl on. I want to talk to some lady. Let's get some
She's
horoscopes
a
data.
woman. She's a woman.
All right.
Another
Well,
comment. I mean, horoscopes for, but I think what she's saying is the information and where it is. Basically, clarify what she's saying. She's saying is basically the information that is given. Where is it coming from, or who is it coming from, or what sources is coming from? That's I think that's
yeah,
her point of
that
view. Because,
that
for
makes sense.
example, horoscopes give information, right? And the information we never once questioned like where it come from, who it come from, or what it about. Anybody
Yeah,
could be giving us this information to act upon or whatever
yeah.
what she's saying, and it could be, I mean, if you believe in Christianity, which in most of us, if you believe in Christianity, then we know horoscopes is a little dark,
Yeah.
and then for
But
regular,
me ask a question though. Me ask a, see, I like to play though. I like to play though. You know. Well, when 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 Paul and I think it was Paul. No, when the disciples confronted Jesus and he's telling them say, this man casted out spirits, but he did not cast them out in your name. Should we tell him to stop? You remember that scripture? And Jesus said, no, don't tell him to stop because he casted out the spirits and he casted out the spirits with whose powers? Christ, with God's powers. Don't rebuke him. So even if a person is doing divination, I would call it divination. You can't call it demonic because because you don't know nothing about it. Remember, they used to call these things demonic back in the days. You know,
which aspect,
huh?
which
I
thing
would
I mean
say,
is.
what you mean with the scripture?
No, I'm saying what
Yeah,
exactly they used to call demonic. I just
yeah.
wanted you to
Remember, they used to
elaborate.
call, but if you they would call reading, they would call reading sorcery back in those days, back in the ancient times. They call it reading sorcery. Um, being but even if you had but if you had a cell phone in those days right now, that would have been sorcery. Anything that's beyond their knowledge is or outside of their knowledge was considered sorcery. You know, these things are African aspects. These are African aspects. So when the European take them from them, they didn't want them to dabble in these things no more. So anything that beyond, they wanted to Christianize them. They Christianized some of the slaves. So they took away all of their culture, and their culture they call that demonized. And we still carry these things today. These same things we carry today. Everything that we call, oh, that's demonic. That's demonic. Horoscope, that's demonic. Astrology, that's demonic.
So you don't.
Anything.
So you're saying you don't believe horoscopes are demonic?
No, I don't say it's. I don't say it's demonic. I don't say it's demonic because information is information. I would say if you use things in a satanic way, right? If you use things in an evil way or a opposing way or anything outside of doing good, is demonic. You can demonize that. You know, y'all got to
So
go to the root.
you're saying the information of horoscope itself isn't demonic. So you're saying the
No,
practice of horoscope is demonic.
no, I never said a practice either. I say the practice of it, practice it in a bad way, to use it in a bad way. Anything that use consult you call your God. Anything you call your God that is outside of God is you okay, like this. Hold on, baby. Like this. If like how God said, don't have no idols before me, right?
Mm.
You go consulting a you go consulting a idol before consulting God. That's demonic. You understand me? I would believe that people would want to consult a scripture or consult a book, which horoscopes is information. Consult a book, right?
But
Because God could use
I think where that information coming from though? If we look at it like
where
that, suppose
where is it coming from?
I say, okay, if I come to you and if I say, right, the sun, the sun line up with the stars today, so that means you must jump off the bridge and you won't get harmed, right? And that's the horoscope.
Yeah,
Would you say that's demonic?
I would say that's far fetched, but writing, putting pigs or goats' blood on a door to stop with them angel of death from coming across my door, I would consider that being demonic too as well. Remember now,
You think that's demonic?
I know people would consider that to be demonic. If you were to tell somebody that today, remember we talking about times and ages. If you would tell somebody that today, put some goat skin, put some goat blood on your door,
Not goat sheep, not goat man.
yeah, sheep, whatever. Put some blood on your door, and the angel of death would not come and get you, or somebody would not shoot you. They look at you like you crazy. You understand me? You got to start considering the time. Now, in this age, if we were to say, like you just said, that the illustration you just used, we would say, maybe you're talking horoscopes. Maybe you're talking astrology because the information is there. It depends on how you use the information and depends
But
on
I,
what time you're in.
in a way, if you look at it, it is basically divination. Because don't forget now, divination is basically now it's the like hidden stuff, like stuff that you can't see, and then
Yeah,
you basically trying to guess events and stuff. Why, if you ask me, I think that's sorcery. Like, if
it
you,
is. It is.
but okay, so we saying now that sorcery is good.
No, but how? See, you gotta understand.
Well, let's get
Back,
to some of these comments before they say I ain't reading that comment.
you gotta read the comment.
Tracy said the pharmaceutical is
It's
sorcery.
sorcery. It's sorcery. I was going to get into that. But medical history back in those times, medical ancient history, to heal somebody will be considered as sorcery. Even inside your constitution, it
Our
rebukes
constitution,
and
man. You forget it too, man.
oh yeah, sorry. Uh, our constitution it completely debunks sorcery or anybody healing somebody by plants. Even if you heal them with plants, that's considered sorcery.
I don't even want to go into our constitution because that's another story. All that our constitution just holds this and that. Okay, see there. Divination, the practice of determining the hidden significance or cause of events. Yeah, see that's what I said. Sometimes foretelling the future by various natural, psychological, and other techniques
Mm.
found in all civilizations, both ancient, which old term, and modern, which is now. It is encountered most frequently in contemporary mass society in the form of horoscopes, astrology, crystal gaze, tarot cards, and Ouija boards.
Yeah, what that person said. They Google chic. All right. The
Why
whole
you? But information is information.
no, I don't trust everything on Google, but because I could go and put something in
If
Google
you're
right
only
now.
given the definition,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I never say that incorrect. What I'm saying is the information on Google. I don't really I don't, but it's good. I like that what she just put. But the whole of Revelation is divination. I like the whole of Revelation is divination,
we
symbology,
got. But Revelation is just basically what's going to happen in the end times.
cause of events. We got the
Let's,
whole of Revelation, bro. But
but
anyway,
let's now listen. But to be real, right? The definition of divination is basically, the practice of seeking knowledge of the future or the unknown by supernatural means.
yeah, yeah,
That's the
yeah,
meaning of divination.
yeah. But
It's another
John,
comment. Cold blood sound like Obia now these days. Listen,
real facts, facts.
now that you say that, right? Let me on the same thing. On the same thing, right? I know some brothers, and I don't want to call their
Go on.
religious beliefs, right? Because I don't want to bash anybody's religion. I know some brothers that split a goat throat and talking, but they sacrificing that to God. Look here, I don't know who you all split that goat for, but you all brothers, you all need to stop you all foolishness. We don't
Nah,
split no goat throat. I don't know who you all doing that to. I don't want to call their religion. Y'all be on some darkness instead of y'all try to go make some good mutton or something like that.
this is why I like this show. I love this show.
Mr.
I love
Jose,
this show.
people doing that now with this pandemic. Oh yeah, so that's what that is, eh? Oh, you're right. I seen it. I was trying to figure out what it was, not until you just mentioned that. Oh, so the red thing that people have on their doors and on their fence and thing. That's what that's for to stop Corona.
The
I didn't even
red
know that.
string.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I said that intentionally. I said that
That's sorcery. That's
that's
sorcery.
sorcery, right? But but if one of us to do it, they'd be looking at you stupid. Like, what the hell this dude doing? But in those times, it was not considered as stupid. It
No, but
was
that's a string, man. What's the string for? I was trying to figure out because every house that I was going to, I realized that they were, they had that
yeah,
string on their door. That's
yeah,
what that was about.
yeah. I mean, I caught a wave of it. I understood what it's for. The person was prophesying. They said a certain thing's supposed to happen, um, and people will follow it. I ain't knocking nobody, but
Awesome.
God is working.
Somebody told them to do that.
Yeah, no, yeah. It said God told them to do it. God was a warning.
Oh, I gotta be on social media more. They did it on social media.
Yeah, they did it. It was a big video, but it's a little girl. I think she was like 15, 16. I'm not sure.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, but like I say, but I mean, like I tell you all, I ain't that I'm contrary. It's just that I look at different aspects. That's all. I never say I'm subscribing to anything. I just look at different aspects.
My friend says pastors in church do divination. They always foretell someone's business. Now, I'd like to comment on that. Look how you all take the horoscope thing up and take this in the
Right? Yeah.
whole
What guy will take it
avenue,
over?
whole avenue. But listen, if you have the Christian faith, right, and I believe if you say God tell you somebody business, it was never you shouldn't go and expose that person business. That for you, you supposed to take that and you deal with that privately, or you pray if you believe in praying, you pray for them or whatever. I don't know where we get this thing, or like these people they come around here, they must be flipping astrologers too. Oh God, tell me say, oh this land can get destroyed. No, you're supposed to take that and you ain't supposed to try and release that. You're supposed to say, you know what? Let me go. We just weird as a people.
Yeah, like yeah, that was our first first day one of the podcast. That was about, right? That
I
same
think touch not my
conversation.
anointed. I think so, but it was touch. I think the first one was touch not my anointed.
Yeah, we
But I
touched
think
on that.
we elaborate. We touched on that. Yeah.
We touched on number four, but I like I say, I'm not iffy with Prophet Lion, because so they eat it
Say,
though.
say she coming right now. Or she they said it will save them. None on my door. I don't understand. Like how a string. I I mean maybe powers in the string or something. But I
It's
mean
wait, I
you got any red string on your door, Ashley?
put red screen on my door, boy. I get a red. I put a red screen on my door.
A
Tell you
prophet
what.
said to put the red cloth on the door. Mr. Vo, I'll be real. This is the first time I actually hearing it because I've seen it. Like I've been right. I was trying to figure out why. I thought it's something like like a
Wait,
Christmas tradition or something like that. I didn't even know that's what that about. Man, you're
no
practicing
bad.
sorcery in Nassau
Wait,
too.
wait. I ride round by Carmichael Road. Every host have a red string. I thought that was some kind of like a repellent, like a mosquito repellent or something. But until I remember the video, oh yeah, red string. You know, ain't you supposed to
Wow.
spray over the string?
I don't know. Like this is the first time I've seen the string, but this is the first time that I got the meaning of the string from you guys because I didn't even know. That could tell how out of tune I be sometimes, because I didn't even know that's what it was for.
Yeah, it's a repellent from stopping the angel of death.
Wow, my Trini friend says it's seriously hard it here, where Christians say they go into the pastor to see in the spirit about a problem they have and these are full gospel churches. And you got to be careful too, With that being said, you got to be careful. Well, anyway, that's a
But
subject
I,
for
first of all, let me tap on that. There are no churches that preach the full gospel, so I ain't know nothing but that. I stay be asking them why they don't go in Deuteronomy, why they only go, why they don't touch in Revelation, why they always talking about the in Matthews and John and never Luke, why they don't never talk about Genesis. Some like certain parts they just skip over, like how we skip over these particular scenes in history. You
mm,
know, they only touch and everybody don't get the same interpretation. So I don't know. They don't preach full gospel. What happened to the rest of the books? Why we don't talk about the rest of the books that was taken out? That's another
Boy.
thing.
But the thing is, I just feel as though, I don't know if people just uh scared, so to speak. But you have people who just, I don't know if they scared to talk about Revelation because they feel like they'll lose their members and scaries and stuff like that. So
Wait, did he not say my people died from the lack of knowledge? You know, was he making sure your members reading?
Mr. Rose says, God is the God of order. Everything must be in decency and order. She say, I am Kamika, no red string on my dog.
You want me show you? You want me
No,
show you where it is?
ain't none on her dog. Not
Yeah,
her
hey,
dog.
I want to tell her. Wait, let me show you where it is. Pass by the gas station. Like you headed to go down by go up south. You know I'm back there?
I
That
never
gas
even
station.
knew what that for, y'all
Well, here we
crazy
go.
looking for to string on your door now just to prevent, what that prevent to do?
I tell you, the angel of death is going to pass over. It's supposed to pass over within the first 10 days or something like that. I remember this. I remember prophesied in every word. I know every word of it.
Some do the gospel because it's the life of Jesus. That's my understanding. But some, at least the key word is some.
Yeah. Facts.
But in any event, too, I just, I don't believe that people should be living their life by the horoscope and talking about.
I don't believe in it either.
Uh,
Yeah, you
but I,
can't live it.
but from my personal experience, those people that are born in late October and early November, they be mean. I don't. That's just my experience. What if the red string works in the end? Now, Tracy,
No, no,
I don't have no faith in no red string. Now,
no. First of all, I don't know. If your faith and don't work in the end, I don't know what's going to work.
that's just like saying you have faith. I mean, I don't want to go there because like you said, in the olden days, they were told to put blood in. That's. But my God, a red string though, like a string.
Hey, did they pray over the string? That's what I want to know. That's my only question.
I
Did
don't
you
know. You
pray
gotta
over?
ask. You gotta ask them. I mean,
Because I thought it's supposed to be the act of obedience and then you sanctify it. I thought that's how it works.
that's what they
Show the
said.
act of obedience. No, I mean, no, I used to be in the church, but when you want to honor God's word, you do the act of obedience. You did do what He say, then you
No, man.
sanctify it.
Oh no, that's totally different now. For somebody tell you, that's just like me. I say, look here, tie your shirt around your neck and walk around now, so you're gonna be healed. It's something, and you got a question. Okay, why am I tying the shirt around my neck? Like, come on now, man. Ain't all church bad and ain't all church following these things like that, man. Come on. But come on,
Yeah,
a string? That must be
yeah.
astrology.
That's a screw. Facts, mate. Wait, people follow this way. You can't knock people, dog. You gotta let it start. That's how they live their life. It's a cheat sheet. That's how they get the cheat sheet in people. You know. And some of y'all, and if y'all believe in horoscope, then y'all believe in a divine flame. I think my boy would understand that. If y'all believe in horoscope, y'all believe in divine flame. And if you knocking off your Tauruses and your Libras already, your divine flame or your twin flame might come in a horoscope of a Taurus. So you can't be saying you ain't want no Taurus or no Libra. Yeah. What do you call it now? Your perfect person might be out there being a Libra.
Boy.
That's if y'all know that information.
Kingdom said, what if the day I saw the video was on the 10th day? Everyone saw the video on a different day. I wonder if spirits scared of. I mean, listen, I don't want to bash anybody's thing, but some
I
things
get
just
that.
don't make sense to me. I mean, this is my first time actually hearing about this video. From now on, I'm an astrologist. I'm just gonna say the stars line up today. Y'all come for your red cloth, put it on your door, then prosperity. Like, come on, man. Some things just shouldn't make sense to us, man. like red. Like, come on, red.
Red
No lie,
carpet.
my auntie goes to a very popular church. You're telling this from horoscopes to church. Boy, we need a podcast just about the church. No lie, my auntie goes to a very popular church. The pastor told her to put this white string above her door. I was laying down one day. I saw this black figure came from the string and came there. I don't mean to laugh, Cooper, but my gosh, man. They must be sending the demons to the host in them strings. Eh?
Hey, well, I know
Preachers say
that's
not all twin flames, not all twin flames don't get along. You see, now y'all in the realm, but I don't even know what y'all talking about.
at least so. Hey, she's studying.
Next minute, I was getting high, couldn't move, that was the string. Y'all allow that pastor.
You
Don't
allow
call the
that?
pastor name on the church on the hair now. We don't want to get no legal problems. You all allow that pastor to tell you all put that demonic string on your door, bring all kind of demons. Now you're getting high. Pray for your host, brother. I would like to know if they have relationship with God. Sometimes God gives instructions to individuals for their personal home, but sometimes they make it general. Now I agree. I ain't putting no. Somebody tell me put a string. First of all, I'm telling you why I tying a string. Y'all laughing these tears? Why y'all laugh? Hey, these tears stuff it out.
That's it. But some people has follow some things over there, but it should come as common sense not to follow it, but you gotta understand, we in this age, boy.
Hmm.
Google, boy.
Boy.
The information is
Anyway,
there.
you see how I didn't reach my nice time, my 2 hours time. Cooper, you laughing it. Cooper, listen, take my advice, right? I might not be the biggest nice person in the world, right? But listen, I always like to tell people this, right? Learn your knowledge, and every time somebody tells people do stuff, I'm not saying you because you didn't bring the string home. Always question if it line up with your beliefs. Because some things these people be telling us to do don't make no sense. Whether we want to believe it or not, it don't make sense. Because they be telling us to do these things and it don't make no sense. I don't agree with these things. I don't understand for the likes of me or you or why in the world they believe they could tell us these things but don't make no sense. Sometimes you have to understand for yourself. Look here, this don't make no sense. Ain't no look here. Deliverance is come if you believe in Christianity, deliverance has come directly from the source. Not no. That's just like me throwing a towel over you and you start wiggling like a worm and you start screaming. No man, you must be possessed. Like Like I telling you, sometimes I see people get slapped with a cord and they start woo
Boy,
screaming.
boy,
No,
we just we just talking about that the other day, boy. What's the boy name? What the famous preacher name, man? The white boy.
oh yeah, I don't call this name because you
Man,
know
that
they.
dude, boy, he must have got like corona inside his towel. We waving out and everybody falling simultaneously. Whoosh. Everybody fall down. That nigga don't play. That
People
nigga don't play, but
say the first time, only time I got high. Boy, y'all allow all kind of things. Jason, the three wise men were who again? Because they followed the star. Now I ain't saying they were no astrologers. Now they didn't study the star. They
they was
they did.
yeah, they was magi's. They were astrologists. They were astrologists. They was
Boy,
magi's. Look,
I
that's your homework for the night, boy. That's your homework
we
for the night.
look
They
at
were
we
astrologists.
gotta have a part two of this, man. Y'all going deep into this tonight. This was
Yo,
supposed to be for fun. Y'all went deep. We're gonna have a
listen.
part two. And jail, you gotta be on, cause jail, you were supposed to be here, but the universe says no. But what? Oh,
To the
trust me.
universe.
If this pastor them drink, if this pastor tell them drink salt water, they'll do it. Been to that church years ago, never again. Mother, y'all
Hey, y'all need to stop, man. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop.
see that's the name.
Better
I
yet,
ain't calling it.
that's
Oh, you
better yet. Why that nigga don't play? That nigga, I want to buy his
That's
jacket.
they are the emotion. Ain't no way I can blow my cloth on you and you woo. Y'all
Whoosh.
laughing. Y'all like, let me get off
Nigga
here.
say
Yeah, it already been
whoosh.
2 hours. Anyway, y'all, Thank you for tuning in to the Gray
Peace.
Audio Podcast, whereas we talk about situations and things that already talking about. Now, tonight's topic was brought to you by you. You guys chose this topic, not me, you. And I'd like to thank my boy Ashley, my homie from primary school, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Primary
We
school. Always chopping it up. And look here, we hope to do a part two, whereas we could go deeper in
yeah.
it because a lot of people still have stuff to say and they want to say, and we're gonna get in it. So y'all, thank you, and share, like,
Thank you,
subscribe.
Chef.
I'm out. Thank you, Ashley.
Peace, peace. Yeah, man.